Hey guys, welcome back to Tick's Arcade. It's a hot one here in Louisiana. Over 100 degrees, my AC's been broken for over 48 hours. Still trying to get some help, we'll see. So what are we gonna do? Well, we might as well do a video. And today is the last video of the games in my collection until the food fight board is repaired. And I can do a video on that. So we're gonna go right into it. This is the last game in my collection going towards the earliest. I started with an old Buck Rogers playing in a Zoom cab that was painted black. I didn't know you could collect arcade games at the time. And one of my karate black belts said, hey, I know this guy I work with at the Federal Bureau of Prisons, Todd Dupre, and he sells arcade games. And I bought that game with a 60-in-1 in it. It had a CRT. It was really nice. I added a trackball eventually. With that cab, I learned how to wire these things. I learned how to change overlays. Pretty much learned everything I could off of that one cab. And I sold it to this guy, George, in Opelousas, Louisiana. And he still talks to me. The game's broken, it needs a power supply. I told him how to do it, but he's still waiting for me to go do it. So I guess one day I'm gonna have to just go do it for him. But after I got that game, we were talking that day. Oh, and by the way, it was between the 60-in-1 or a Phoenix or Scramble. And I chose the 60-in-1 so I could play Donkey Kong and Galaga. But anyway, that day when we're talking, I met him and he's like, what other games would you like? I said, a Joust and a food fight. And that's when he told me food fights were unattainable. But hang on, 14 years later, I got one. So, Joust. A week later, he calls, he said, I got a Joust for you, 500 bucks, working. And I got it. Now, this is not it, kind of. The Joust I had was in a Robotron style cabinet with original factory Joust art. Now, this is gonna tick off some Robotron people because I'm not a huge Robotron fan, but back in the day, Robotron was kind of a dog. They didn't make as many Robotrons as they did Joust and some other Williams games, especially Defender. So what they did at the factory, they started selling Joust. Jousts were still in demand, so they were using the cabs already cut for Robotron. They're kind of rare, but I had one. And it was rough. Now here's the story. It's PG-13. He said the cab was pulled out of a whorehouse from Mamou, Louisiana. True story. I guess once it got shut down or raided, they had to sell off the few entertainment pieces like pinballs and arcade games they had in their lobby. I know this hobby's weird. Weird things happen. So anyway, I had that cab, it was great. But then Todd, sent me a picture. He had a Joust cab that he wasn't gonna do anything with, and he said, you can have it. And it just needs a little Bondo at the bottom, which was better than the cab I had, because if you guys know, Williams cabs, especially here in the South, they flake really bad on the bottom from, the humidity and mop buckets hitting them. So I got the cab. Did just a little bit of Bondo and cleaned it up and ended up putting, it's gonna be hard to see, you can't really see here, but I put new side art on it because I couldn't get to the other art. It's not really a good video where you can see, but it's clean, nice side art. I went with the deep red T-molding. Now, what I did here was I kept the marquee because the cab was just, just there. Just by itself, nothing with it. And this is the bezel. I bought this from Phoenix Arcade. Get out of the glare here. And I already had that on the other cab, so I brought over the marquee. I brought over the bezel, and then I swapped control panels. And my board died. In fact, it didn't just die. It fried. It started with a power, and then it was just a mess. So I donated the board to a guy in Beaumont so that he could take what he could off of it and you know, have a spare for his. And yes, you're going to hate this, you collectors, but this is an LCD. When the monitor died, same thing, I changed it out. It's running one of those Williams multi-boards set just for Joust. But it plays well. I've had a great time with it. It just doesn't keep the high scores, but I have a cool high score board over there in the corner. But this is my Joust. Got the Williams Light-O-Matics here, and it plays great. Love the Williams sounds. Oh look, one-handed and I'm still killing things. Favorite part. Oh, I'm gonna die now. But anyway, that's the Joust. That's the last of my collection. Soon we're gonna do another video of everything at night with the black lights and all that cool stuff. And I'm gonna do that when the food fight is ready, and we'll do a food fight video. Since we're here, just a little art back up here at the top. Of course, I've shown you all the 80s 11x17 posters we have. Those are kind of cool. But we got a Ecto 1A from Ghostbusters. My son gave me that for Christmas one year. ZZ Top Eliminator album, an original, because Berserk was in the Legs video. So was a Space Invaders. That's an Omega Race backdrop that my friend Evan gave me, and it makes a great poster in the black light. Star Trek 3, The Search for Spock, Tix Arcade in a Defender font. Got our Joust poster from back in the day. And of course we got a Beck's beer sign. Some Land Shark and Lowenbrow. I like the old classic stuff. But anyway, this is the Joust. The old cabinet went to Waybacks and they made it back into a Joust because the art was still good. They just worked on the bottom. But I just preferred this cab because this is the Joust style that I played, this cab. And yeah, you gotta have a Joust, I think. My favorite Williams game is Joust. Second is Defender. Great games. And anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this on this hot afternoon. And have a great day. Tick out.